Hi, Daisakuma. For those just joining us, Kraz is running late tonight. He should be showing up about 30 minutes into the stream. But anyway, as always, welcome back, everyone. I, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? All right. So, first of all, hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm Corlin. Welcome back to part 11 of my Dual Destinies playthrough. Hi, Tempty. Just a quick bit of housekeeping tonight. Kraz is running late, so he should be with us in about half an hour. But yeah, until then, you're stuck with me and me alone.
Sorry, boss. I couldn't do it. You know that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I don't know exactly what you meant. But there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now how about relaxing a little? Relax? Not gonna happen!
The grimace on him.
Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. If it weren't for their confessions, But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I?
In previous stream, we had a great time with the certain girl. I have PTSD flashbacks. Indeed.
No, I can't lose it all. Not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. I can't just stand around here. I'm going to finish the investigation. Can't it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic panties. 'Cause that's all I do. Thanks, but I'd better get going. Save me one for when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away. No, wait. I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'd better go too. No problem. You two be careful. There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where we go from here?
Oh, hello.
Well now, fancy meeting you here. Oh, Professor Means, what brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. I wanted to ask him something, but first, Athena.
I remember Kraz said that them protecting each other in court, Junie Newman and Hugh with a bow, would be better if Newman's reveal wasn't there to ruin it. I guess that makes sense. I can understand like why the reveal had to be there, because otherwise Athena wouldn't have had any real way of making headway, although unless you decided to rewrite major parts of the case. But yeah, it could. I think that it was a good moment. It just unfortunately had that moment right before to sully it.
I want to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Thena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, don't worry, I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. About that.
I think it would have went harder if it went Robin, Hugh, Juniper, as in the order of confessions. I think that makes sense. Although it's more in character for Hugh to come last. I guess based on what we've seen, yeah.
About that, Athena, I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Huh? I myself only just heard of this a moment ago. Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie! Do you know who the killer is in this case? Yes, I do. Unfortunately for your viewing pleasure, I know who all the killers are, unfortunately. I know, Athena, but will you please hear me out? This is an interesting concept, though. Changing lawyers in the middle of the case, and but on the defendant's own accord. Athena, do you actually think Hugh or Robin could have committed this crime? The body was moved right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, they're the only ones who could move freely around the campus at that time. I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point, I can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that. Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all three of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat. But how can you possibly prove that all three of them are innocent? I am a result-oriented person. Pay no attention to this ominous backdrop behind myself. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means. Ugh, I really don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry, but... Also, Means' badge is great. Yeah, it is. Just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too. Alright, if that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision. Apollo? But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation? Yes, of course. I am your lawyer, after all.
Also interesting that, I guess his badge being so much bigger than the normal one is kind of meant to show, how much emphasis he puts on his methods.
There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out? About your confession, Junie, it's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on the stand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you're convicted of a crime? No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Oh, why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that the friendship between the three of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. When did you three first become friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish this were as simple as that. We even have proof of our friendship. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around! But the situation kind of changed recently. When the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results. Allow me to explain. In the lawyer course I teach, producing results means winning trials. Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students. At some point, we stopped talking about it.
I would have liked to see, maybe a student character who does buy into Professor Means' beliefs here. Maybe this is a nitpick, but I think Athena's saying constantly that those three have Discord is kind of annoying. Would be better if it was shown, not told, although I don't know how to do that. At least this is my opinion. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm not, again, not... I mean, what you could do is maybe have Athena comment on them. I suppose that for Athena, it's quite normal for her to react that way, but maybe if she's talking to other people, sure, she could point it out, but also maybe she could point out how there are certain, lapses or
like subtle cues in the way they speak when they're discussing this topic, and that would be like what she picks up on, because it is psychology, and her whole thing is like basically being able to read those subtle cues. So why not have her maybe go into a bit of detail about that instead of just the mood matrix, basically. Well, that meant fewer arguments. It also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject. Something in my throat. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder...
Peekaboo.
Hi, Kraz. You're here early.
Yeah, well, I was about to leave to go to someone else's house because my power was out. And I kid you not, literally as my ride comes down the way to our house, the power comes back on.
Oh, what do you know? Sounds like quite a story. Yeah, let me get that set up for you. Junie, you told us yesterday you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage costume until 7. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. She's gotta be hiding something else.
Junie, do you remember this picture?
Yes, but something's wrong here. Wrong? What's wrong? I took this picture around 6, which was before I'd left the art room.
Daylight savings time, that's how they get you.
Yeah. It's still kind of getting me that it's light outside, and it's, at least where I am, I mean, I am definitely noticing the differences. Just with how much 1 hour can have and like how light it is outside. But the clock here says it's just after 7. By 7, I'd already been working in my dressing room for some time, so there's definitely something wrong with the time in this picture.
I guess we better go check the art room then.
Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh. Yes, I did. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? She suddenly went silent. She always was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6? Alright, I won't press the matter any further. Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. Around 8:30, huh? It's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all that hard work, they were finally finished. Oh, right. The statues that Robin made. So they were covered in white sheets? Junie, are you okay? Sorry. I'm a little tired, that's all.
I think this meeting's over. Professor Means? Wait, he's here?
I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case.
Oh, right, this plot point.
But it will require considerable preparation, so I must be off.
Hold it!
What do you think of the plot point?
I just feel like plot points like these will never work because you ultimately know you're always going to eventually get your client back.
I don't know, like, I understand that, like, it's obviously not going to happen, that the transfer obviously won't happen, but I think that it's more so the idea that they're exploring and what it means for the characters is what I like about this.
I suppose.
And also, like, Juniper's doing this because she isn't sure if because she fears that Athena is going to have to indict one of her friends to save her, whereas she believes Professor Means is going to acquit all three of them. Junie and Professor Means, I have a proposal.
A proposal? I'm sorry, I don't feel that way.
Wait, this is another one of your marriage.
By sundown today. Yes, I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice,
Wait a second, don't drag my name into the...
we're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery.
What?
And we're going to bring you solid evidence, showing just what that truth is.
Otto.
I
That's what you
see.
think.
So it has come to this, has it? If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal? I trust that's okay with you too, Professor Means. I have no objections, as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. I'm sorry to put you through this, Athena, but thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me. You can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this. Very well. I will see you back here at sundown.
Sorry for the trouble, Professor. It's just she's new to the agency, so...
Don't be silly. I find it all rather thrilling. Now, let us meet here again later. If you'll excuse me, I'd better go. Okay, see you later. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? This is no time to be thinking about that. I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown no matter what.
I just get how the whole thing about she'll lose everything she's got thing. Like, I get what they mean, but I just find it funny considering that this is literally her first case in her entire career, so there's really not much to lose.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's frickin' omnipresent Athena and the monstrous turnabout all over again. Ah!
Oh, hi, Miriam.
Is it my imagination or did something just move? CP, this is Zulu 10. CP, this is Zulu 10. A cardboard box just moved. Over. This is CP. Knock it off. Out. But it's not a joke. Afternoon, you two.
Professor Gavin, what are you doing here? Do you think that sneaking onto campus like this is slightly suspicious? Oh wait, you put it like that, Apollo.
I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand?
No.
I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress. But you needn't have asked, Fraulein. I'd intended to help from the start. You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed lots of stuff yesterday.
Corlin, aren't you excited for Prosecutor Gavin to give us information we wouldn't have figured out on our own? Definitely.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't... You're not exactly giving me promise.
You know, I said that expecting we'd be given the power to investigate.
Yeah. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I hadn't seen this stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeve to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this. Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's that design on the banner there in the back? I know the scales are the school emblem, but what's with the number 6? It looks like it's in serious pain or something. Whoops.
You next hang on the say.
That's the Gavener's logo, Fraulein. Oh, and nice big Latin air forehead. Really smooth. Oh, I meant it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard. 9, Fraulein. It's a G for Gavener's, not a 6. But whatever floats your pretty boat. I shall sleep inside your heart. It is beautiful, for I am Yuri Kagarin.
And I do not care. Where's the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage.
It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. We had it specially made from heavyweight, high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah?
Okay, Mario.
What?
But okay, Mario.
Aplenty is a word.
It's not just, but whatever. Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was of Prosecutor Gavin. As you can see here in the stage plans. Right here we have the statue of me, and right here, Herr Wright statue.
You're that random lawyer.
But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces thanks to you, Herr Forehead.
What did I ever do to you? Aside from convict your brother.
Actually, this statue broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star. Achtung! That's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yay, let's do this! Schnell!
It's an investigation. I am interrupting a German language social event.
Apparently Schnell means fast.
Box. Wait, you don't think this weird box here is... Hands off! Hands off! I knew it. I'd know that voice anywhere.
Just ignore it. I mean, it's just all clear, you know?
So this is the future cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh? I don't know. This is fine for a rock concert, but the nighttime sky is a backdrop for a courtroom? Personally, I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth under a starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Fraulein? And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle. 3-day trials outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined.
But are we gonna fix the statue?
There's even a prosecutor's bench here on the stage. Ah, the memories, Fraulein. As a former rock star and a prosecutor, the prosecutor's bench has taught me much about human emotions, passion, and fight. I can picture it now. You with your silvery singing voice and Apollo sweating bullets.
How about picturing me winning once in a while? Wait, yeah, that's it. Yeah, dude, it's a bit of a bitchy move, don't you think? Your only past experience with Apollo was him winning.
Yeah. It's a copy of the school paper with that story about the alleged love triangle. I wonder if people really waste their time reading this stuff. It's more popular than you think.
What's that? I just heard something just now.
Sounds like someone willing to... It sounds like someone wanting to get kicked. You're just hearing things. It was nothing more than your ears playing tricks on you. Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin. You're a complete wreck, literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this?
They were bored. I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of relief.
Can I take that as a confession, Herr Forehead? Krause?
What? No! I feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her.
You got it. Let's check every corner of this stage then, yeah? Found one. A piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as a plaster of Paris?
There are other large scattered pieces.
Okay, let's find what we can. Found another piece of the statue.
There should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. We're just gathering them in the court record. We just show them to people.
I don't know. Let's find
Why
out.
don't we just show them to Clavier? Hey, Clavier, you want your pieces back?
Nope.
I think there was one behind the bench of the prosecution. If you recall. Well, you probably have to go over there.
Oh, work. I don't want to do work.
Whoa, 2? This is crazy, Corlin.
3 fragments. 4
Is that another
fragments.
piece? That's a piece? What? Jeez. Oh my god! 2 white fragments. Is there more on the... You know what, knowing our luck, there's gonna be some on the defense side, isn't there? Oh wow, there's none. At least we got an even better angle from the box.
The winner of the mock trial was to take the training seminar right here.
You mean Hugo Robin?
Yeah, besides Junie, they're the only ones who could move freely around the campus. Before the mock trial. That means one of them must be the killer.
Well, that's not really enough to go on, is it? We need to talk to Juniper one more time and persuade her to give us a name.
Of who to vote out.
The imposter is sus.
Right, and that means we have to find irrefutable evidence before the day ends. There's no time to lose. We can't rush it either. Efficiency is the key. It's a bit too far away to get a good look. Maybe we should try a different angle.
Motherfucker, I was just... What? Oh my god.
Fine.
What? Okay. How's there even one up here? So there's another piece of the statue.
Magic! Thanks, Apollo.
Game
This makes 5
get
pieces
out.
in all.
Okay, how do you know there's only 5? What, okay, Apollo. That's all I think we have all we're gonna find.
Okay, let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered. I think you might want to reword that.
Nope, you're being shattered. Corlin, there's 3!
5. 5 statue pieces. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around.
Yeah, let's see if we can put the statue back together.
Alright, Apollo, you come over here, and Prosecutor Gavin, if you could hold this.
You know, this is a real productive investigation, don't you think? Wow, they even covered the holes.
We did it. Not bad, if I do say so myself.
I don't know,
Yeah,
it
but
seems
don't
really
you think
ugly.
it's strange? We put this statue back together, but look. What's with all these leftover white pieces? These look like they go together. And this one, too.
You know, what do you think you're doing?
Don't stop me
Hey,
now.
with the
The
crime
artist
scene.
inside me wants to get out and have a good time. Don't stop me now.
You have a singer inside you, too? Oh, what? So, what is it?
Ah, it's the goddess of law holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite the feat you pulled off there, Fraulein. Whew, I love that feeling you get after you work really hard on something.
No, I know who it was. I mean, I'm asking what's it doing here?
Not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plans. Still, I could swear I've seen this statue somewhere before.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes.
That's some real abstract art in the background there.
Let's just ignore the fact that probably the most blatant crime scene tampering we've seen in this video game.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I also wonder, is that part behind them supposed to be the backdrop, the same backdrop? There's also a winch, so I guess it could be.
Oh,
At least we're moving in
I
the
mean-
right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues.
actually,
I've been wondering
depending on
about something
the
this whole time.
on
What?
the date this case takes place, maybe they moved the backdrop to sell the illusion that it was at 7 p.m. when like seeing sunlight would have shown it was like 6.
Could be. I mean, you could even use, because of moon phases, you could also like use it to falsify the date of the crime, as long as the photo itself doesn't have a timestamp.
Oh, thanks, Kuma. I did not see that. We're gonna do the entirety of trial 4 tomorrow,
Yeah.
and also, if this is what happened, then I'm gonna be severely questioning the police on how the fuck they didn't notice that wasn't the actual moon.
I don't know for sure if it is or not, Tempty. It could just be asset reuse. I just say it because it looks it looks very similar to the backdrop. Like, it's even got the waning crescent
Wait,
moon.
we have the photo, don't we? Don't we have the photo on? We can look at it.
Yeah, we'll look at it once we have a front, like an actual front view. You know that pole at the end of the stage?
You mean this? There's a wire that goes off and connects to somewhere else.
Nyom.
Oh, that's where the flag went. Impressive building fit for an impressive school.
Apollo, let me tell you, most school buildings, be they high school or college, look fucking ugly. Yeah, and these beautiful walls are like a big blank canvas. See? My shoe prints leave really distinct marks.
Get that out before you get us in trouble for evidence tampering.
Too late. This wire is for hanging banners over the stage. One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked.
What's why the banner looks out of place?
The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there. That's the art room over there? As in the scene of a crime? Bingo, Fräulein. It's still crawling with cops, though. Hey! Anyone in the art... Hey! Anyone in the art room?
Oh, it's you people! Justice we trust!
Oh, it's Detective Fulbright. In justice we trust. Is that some kind of a greeting between you two? Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there?
Of course! Just leave it to me!
I was not expecting him to pop out right there. That was funny.
How's that?
Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust.
Always glad to help. Injustice we trust.
So, is that some kind of greeting between you two or not?
Anyways.
I really would like to know.
Well, it looks like the banner's down now. Let's go take a look.
Alright. So here's the art room. Here's the picture.
That's definitely the back. That's definitely... Wait, hold on, wait. Corlin, go back to the photo.
Actually, now that I think about it, it is a little too... The moon itself is a little too far to the left. There's too much space to the right of the moon for that to be a backdrop unless it folds back on itself.
What I'm thinking is that maybe the right wouldn't... Because, like, what's confusing me is how the left side looks like the backdrop, but then the right side just looks blank.
Yeah.
If we go to... How does it look like... Wait, this was like... We're just like in the art room, right?
What about it? I thought that's what it was. Oh, yeah, it's a photo of the art room. Yeah. I didn't get a good look at the...
If you go to the art...
Go ahead.
If you go to the art room, can you see if the right side of the window is just blacked out like that?
If we ever go there, yeah. Though I'm also further convinced that this is the art room. Also, another reason that this is the art room, the hoist is here, the winch.
I suppose that is true. I think you're meant to examine the banner.
It's a neat little detail.
Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind.
An unflappable banner? Hey, I like that. It goes perfectly with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage.
Look at this, the bottom part's all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it.
More evidence tampering.
No
I mean,
way.
I guess you'd have to. Jeez, did you really have to? You don't come across an unflappable banner every day.
Athena, there are some things you just have to... There are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves.
What a cruel world we live in.
Hey, a scrap of paper was caught inside. It's plugged away!
I got it. Yes! Great catch, huh? Looks like some kind of note. What does it say?
October Hughes 120. What's that supposed to mean?
A test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score.
I don't see how even Hugh can get beyond perfect.
I assure you I can. Fräulein, shall we inspect the banner again now that it has been unraveled?
Fräulein, shall I backseat you even further?
This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform, and also that I think I also had one just like it during that one time I spontaneously changed outfits right before suplexing a cop.
Is that what they call a quick change?
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. Wait a second! It's hard to see against the red material, but look! There's a dark stain here, just under the emblem.
This banner was on a wire connected to the art room.
Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
This stain might be from the victim's blood.
No way!
Hey, look what I made. Not bad, huh? You're like a recording artist who samples other people's work and calls it their own. Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. In any case, we have a statue smasher in addition to a killer to catch now. 9. I suspect they might be one and the same.
That doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright.
The goddess bearing scales and a sword. She's a symbol of fairness and strength. But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one.
Take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's see the fighting for when we find our culprit.
Phew, that was a whole lot of poking around in such a short time.
7 years satisfied?
Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? There's just that one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up, but they were never able to finish on account of the murder.
You should take a look if you think it could be important.
This track looks man-made.
Hey, you're right. Look, it starts from behind the backdrop.
Maybe a big muddy pro wrestler was hiding back there.
Well, that was totally random. We'll never know until we take a look.
Looks like something was being dragged through here, and this is where it started.
Yeah, but whatever it was, it's long gone.
Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival. Oh, then I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important.
Well, that's about it for the stage.
Right, I think we'd better search the art room next. I think I'll hang around here for a while, but make sure to tell me once you find it, yeah?
Find what?
What else? The Gavener's banner that disappeared from the stage. You never know. It just might be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back? Don't tell me. So in short, that's... Hey...
We have to.
What?
The box that just took off running.
I have a pretty good idea who that is, as I suspect you do too. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us.
And the maintenance area is over in that direction. That's that box.
Hop in my car, it don't have any doors. It's built like a cat, it lands on all fours. My car's like a puma, it drives on all fours. Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away. Wipe the past clean with crime cleaner. Get sparkling clean with brute force. Danger toxic. Hey, did you exchange boxes? I like the new look. What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but... doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter? Thump. Ah! Ah!
Calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme.
Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache. I kind of feel responsible for this, but...
As if it's a product for information while she's... I bet that's what you were just thinking.
What kind of person do you think I am?
morals.
You read me like a book. That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this. Why are you showing me a burnt-up old rag?
Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think it's the Governor's logo.
So is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burnt up. Don't look at me, I just happened to find it in the incinerator! Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on his threat to burn her box? I did indeed.
Wait, we should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose.
Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo. The depths of despair. Miriam, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. What are you talking about? Journalism needs new hands all the time. The last step is to erase all the photos on my PC. I'm really going to do it. Here goes. 5%. 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain.
Let me stop her, Athena.
Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay? You didn't mean it? Oh, no, my photos! Stop! Cancel! Abort! Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress, 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left.
What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make this right!
I know.
Shit.
Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts.
And that was cringeworthy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tempty, like, it does take more than that just to, remove stuff off a computer. Like, at the very least, they've only gone to the recycle bin, I'm sure. That's like, the most I could see happening here.
Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the 3 of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it. Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact.
Is that one of her arms? Like, it looks like she has, like, one of her arms in front of her, because, like, she's got the buttons. See? I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back.
There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 for as long as I live.
Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin?
Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. You're obsessed with them. It's just they were so close ever since their freshman year. So, well...
You know, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I think that's the only explanation.
Well, wait a second. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Objection!
That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio. Cat! 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 How could you possibly know that? Ah!
Does she have bandages on her fingers?
That's one abused laptop.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now. The only media where I've seen more abuse of laptops is in Neil Breen's movies. Guy's got like so many, what I assume are defunct laptops that he just like throws stuff at all the time in those movies.
Cack, cack, cack. My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. Huh? You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. What? Like I could ever do that? Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop.
You scare me sometimes, Athena. Like the good cop, bad cop all rolled into one.
Reminds me of Signal RGB. What is that, Tempty? I've never heard of that.
Fine, I'll do it, if that's all you want. Yay! I'll be by later to bring you the laptop. Wait! It's not like I owe you anything, but here.
Tsundere.
Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures.
It's like they're setting up the stage. He's forklift certified. Fuck yeah! He's so hot! Or something.
You mean this guy here?
No, that if you look at the first picture, that's Hugh in a forklift.
Oh.
Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage's backdrop into place. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography, from what I can make out anyway. These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Well, see you around, scary lawyer lady.
Oh, that is Hugh. It does look like him. I think that's a crane. I mean, I get the joke, but I think that's a crane.
Certified? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll say. Do they normally make statues, it looks like the statue's made of clay. It's that, I mean, I'm not gonna claim to know, because, like, she's putting her hands on it. But yeah, this guy's gonna be no Stopplerfahrer Klaus. Have you seen a forklift driver Klaus, by the way?
I have not.
It's this German, like, forklift safety video parody, where, like, everything that can go wrong does go wrong. It's shot like parts of it are shot like a freaking horror movie. Like, a guy get, like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't want to give it away. Like, it is so freaking funny.
I was really impressed with Athena. What's up?
Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible.
Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Oh, yeah, we could go to the art room now if we want.
Abstract art of Juniper, I see. Oh, there's, I think that's Phony Fantasy.
Is that your honor on the third statue on that shelf?
I believe so, yeah. Well, here it is. The art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking.
Stop right there! It was an active crime scene. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
What? Can't you make an exception? He won't even notice we're...
Freeze! I don't think so. No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here.
He doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later.
Try again later.
That is such a... That was such a bad joke. Hey, that's Hugh over there. Hugh, we wanted a word with you if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure, but you two... Meh. I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice.
You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect, but you actually confessed in court.
Whatever. So what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. Ugh.
So you're ready to take the blame for this?
Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way, you don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that, a means to an end. Or as we say around here...
The ends that justify the means.
The end justifies the means. Ugh. But I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. Junie reminds me of Squidward here. What?!
What?
Some application for controlling RBG on your PC case. But they've been making a bunch of videos lately where they destroy expensive PC parts. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin or I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable. Even you should be capable of such reasoning. Or have I overestimated you?
You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin, so...
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Could Hugh and Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is going to take some serious thinking on my part.
Oh no, she has to think. The poor soul.
It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? Both Juniper and Squidward only make paintings of themselves. Is that of... How do we know it's a self-portrait, though? Although that is kind of funny. I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me... Hold! I am not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. I'll let you voice Blackwell here. Forgot about that.
You can take him during the investigation if you want.
Leave and we just might discuss you-know-what. No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you? So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question. About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd, why did she want to see you? I've no intention of telling you, You'll have to force it out of me any way you can. The hell was that lighting change just now?
Sorry, sneeze.
Professor Mean strikes again. Okay, so I guess my prayers have been answered. Oh, Hugh is kind of that ends justifies the means guy. Or at least like the odd one out. So maybe that's... Maybe he's him... Maybe Means' teachings are the cause of the rift here. Then again, Hugh is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth. How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong! No! No, that's wrong! I don't care what anyone says, I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. It's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Court's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about that truth you're so interested in. Hugh. But... Don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand?
My fucking god, Tempty.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tempty, oh my god. Look at what Tempty said.
Yeah, I saw. That's funny.
What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends.
Yes, we were. Until just recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? This conversation is over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it.
Wait! He's gone.
He doesn't care about her anymore? Why would he say that?
Yeah, it goes so well. I guess we'll have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. I mean, what do you say we head over to the art room? That'd be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation.
Alright, we don't really have much time left anyway. We're not getting to the end stages of the investigation, are we? I mean, I guess we'd still have the, I suppose we would still have, one last visit to the detention center to go through.
Yeah. Oh, well, I visit my little lawyer friends again!
Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier.
Don't mention it! Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about! Right, says our room was where the murder actually occurred. That's right, you can't see with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. Hair roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. Please, the police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out! Huh? That was totally random. Well, two can play at that game! And pulls out his gun. Just as we trust! How you like them apples? Pretty smithy, huh? Polish another case or let trust her daily.
Oh, whoops.
And once a week I apply an anti-rust protectant to my badge!
Is all that really necessary?
Of course it is, a detective's badge is the first line of defense!
I bet he'd use that to frickin' deflect a bullet or aimed at his heart or something.
Are you saying that doesn't work?
No.
Aww.
But, I will, I'll also say that his lines there reminded me of, frickin' badge polishing from, the Pokemon games.
You ever seen that before?
No.
You, whenever you, get a badge in a Pokemon game, at least in Platinum, from what I remember, you, had them in a case, and you could polish them to make them shine brighter, and they even, you could tap on them to make them sound, to, little chimes to make them produce sounds, and if they were polished, they'd produce a higher pitch. Hi, JST.
Each video badge with tender loving care too!
TLC? I thought it was Tiny Loser Chamber.
Yeah, I want to see your badge gathering dust on your desk. Usually scramble to find it right before leaving the office.
No comment. Find anything new, Detective Fulbright?
Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet.
He sure is confident for having found nothing.
We're talking about the orange room. There's been a major breakthrough. Oh my days.
Oh dear, unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do. Oh fiddlesticks, the Titanic is sinking.
For theatrics, I was so conciliant on this one.
Wow, you saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed.
We can get arrested for a murder via unwanted flattery, are we? So what's the major breakthrough you've mentioned? You wanna know? You really wanna know? You really wanna know?
If this feeling flows both ways. Come on, just tell us already.
Oh, you're no fun. Anyway, we got the results of the noise analysis print back.
Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder?
Exactly, the voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here, analyze the voice, the voice on the tape inside and out. I just thought the voice on the tape was saying, "You O'Connor!" Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes.
Ugh. He's the last person I want laughing at me.
Well, there's evidence for shouting, "You O'Connor!" around the time of his death. If we take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it?
I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place. A mock trial script on the floor, and nearby an envelope marked to use.
I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope.
Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment.
I wouldn't take that part in the I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if she begged me.
It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means.
Prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used.
But the scripts were selected by Professor Court, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Sounds like a frickin' Tokufukawa novel.
Oh my... You're not wrong. Have a little memories already?
It kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge at the top of the statue. Huh, funny.
But it's not if you look real close. Another strange difficult to understand work of art.
Good old abstract art. Oh look, it has a title. Guilty, Guilty, Guilty. Real creative.
Either it's too abstract to understand, or it's as subtle as a sledgehammer.
Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it.
I bet it won't last long, not the way she deals with her own work anyway.
Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. It looks like just bloodstains the way the glaze was dribbled onto it.
Just like blood stains? Injustice, let me try this! That does look like blood stains, we'd better examine it at once! I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room where the big blood stain that is. And then brought over here, at which point some of our blood dripped onto these pieces. This means that the body very well could have been dropped from this window.
In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage.
The maintenance area is below this room in the storehouse. There is a mat and ball cart.
So even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script.
What did you expect? That's why we supposed to put it in the first place.
Well, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it in court. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this.
Is this what they consider art? I really don't get it.
I swear I've seen this girl before. I just can't place the name. There's an air of fragility about her, and those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Athena.
No, I don't think that was her name.
Hey, look, you're on this Hey, look, that's you on this mobile, Apollo. A red demon.
A red demon? Like a snake curled over on a bush to me. I don't see the antenna and the yellow spots on its back. Anyone can say that's a lady. What?
Guys, that's clearly a Funyarimpa. That's clearly a Funya... Okay, guys, that's clearly a Funyarimpa. Like, see, this is the head, this is the tail, and then you have, you know, the usual side horns. And, you know, it's also got the signature black and white patterns to it. It's a Funyarimpa.
Fine, we can discuss this further later date. Agreed. Alright, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena?
I really regret bringing this up. This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look.
Don't waste your time. I've checked it. It's 100% accurate.
You sure? How'd you check it?
Of course I'm sure. I played with my own watch, see?
Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped?
Has? Oh, God! This is unacceptable! Who's the camera? Obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves.
Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Are we in daylight saving time? Well, Detective?
But...
Also, that means that that Fulbright's watch would have had to stop at the exact time that clock was set to when he checked it. That is quite a coincidence. That's very funny.
This clock must have also been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost.
But that's just Kaede's lie, isn't it?
That's...
pretend to feel sorry by wiping back a grin off their face.
That's whose lie? Kaede's lie?
It was a... It's just a reference. We're just waiting at the clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. What proof do you need that I was running ahead? What proof do you have that I was running ahead on the day of the crime?
Well, maybe it wasn't 1 hour fast, it was 11 hours slow. Good old first turnabout. That's a good question. Wait, I think I just might have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there's a moon outside this window, right?
Sure, it's a certain one, just like something out of the picture book.
Good night, moon. But if you look at that window in the back with the winch attached to it,
you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building.
What am I doing here?
So, so I guess it is the backdrop. It wasn't just asset reuse. I wonder...
Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. Isn't this the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken.
So did I, Tempty.
Take that!
Haha, nice try. Oh, it's like that will never sway me from the path of true justice. It was a plea, Prosecutor Black, but I know how wrong you were.
Guess I blew that one. What now?
Always there's someone in need.
Yeah, because of you. I know what this moon really is, and if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where that moon in the photo came from and the truth of Junie's testimony.
What? Where? Where does it show that?
If you look right here, it'll all become crystal clear.
Take that!
They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position.
can see that. That's the big board hanging here. That's the big board hanging here. Size matches too. But there's a picture. That's the crucial detail.
It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board.
The back of the...
That's right, and at around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front.
In the front! The front is against the wall!
The more I rewatch this case, I realize I only remember parts of this last trial day and the Robin part from the first trial. That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look.
The moon is the one in the backdrop?
Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 when the backdrop was being set in place. So the art room clock was running fast, at least as far back as the day of the murder.
Oh, how can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now?
Yes, I just blew a hole in a piece of the prosecution's evidence.
Still not sure how that explains... I mean, I guess it could have been dark enough out, or it was wider than we've been led to believe. I don't know.
There's a paint palette here. No surprise there, considering this is the art room.
Or something mixed yellow and red to make orange.
I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think this is saying that the two of us have to work together to solve this case. Oh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave?
How about the blob right next to it, the one with red and green?
Maybe she's implying that you need more delicious greens in your diet? Or maybe she predicted the release of paper perjury 12 years ahead of time.
You said Prof. Court is watching over our dietary habits in the pearly gates?
Hey, this area with the rope around it.
That's what we detected a large bloodstain. And sure the victim was stabbed here or close by.
The fact that there's no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right?
Right, but they're able to detect a trace amount of blood there. Merely wiping it up does not remove all that evidence of wrongdoing, and that...
In a nutshell, is justice, right?
Appreciate it if you let me have them your lines.
Three busts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, and either a lawyer or prosecutor. The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed-out looking one the defendant.
Look, there's another one that's falling onto the floor.
I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor. Think, Apollo, think! This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go!
Oh, just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. Isn't that the mock trial script? Actually, there's a whole bunch of them here.
Let's see. Looks like everyone from the judge course submitted one.
The victim Constance Gord was the Fine Arts Club's advisor. So she probably spent a lot of her duties all the time up here in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wound up here.
Poor, stressed out, overworked Professor Court. I know exactly how that feels.
Yeah, you You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado. It's hit it.
You're one to talk, Apollo.
We? What about Mr. Wright?
Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency. The picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this.
Is this Juniper? The clothes are a bit different, but...
Oh look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Quart's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh, I think this is plenty good myself.
I wonder what it would look like if Professor Quart painted Juniper.
Guys, I bet it would have been really artistic looking. Yeah. I can see the other half of the building over there, and the quad and the stage down below.
Yeah, this supposed to be the window today before Wright stuck his head out earlier.
Oh yeah, thanks for the help, Detective.
The true champion just always comes running to those in need.
Great, then how about telling us Prosecutor Blackwell's strategy for tomorrow?
Alright, let me think.
Well?
Oh, hey, I'm not falling for that!
So close I could almost taste it. Yeah. Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reeled the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here.
Your cabin is still standing in front of that broken statue.
You mean the one we fixed? So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo?
You're right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this.
Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. Oh, did Prosecutor Blackwell tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? Justice, we trust! He's trying to pry more information out of me. I just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast. Means that we're back to square one because of the suspect's actions that day.
I wonder what the main argument will be about now.
How the body was moved would be my guess. But Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. Oh, does he now?
Detective Fulbright.
As you might know, say another word about the investigation.
No, I wasn't going to ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin.
I mean, Miss Robin Newman? Well, she was here just a moment ago. You conveniently just missed her. She was only watching videos in the lecture hall.
Video? What video? Hopefully not a motive video.
Thanks, Detective. I think we should stop by the lecture hall.
Right, let's go. There she is, Robin. Hey, Robin!
Apollo! What are you doing here? What are you watching here? Yeah, it just happens to be the video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the ends justify the means, right? I will strangle the next person that says that damn phrase.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna strangle the next person that says that damn phrase.
What if it's what if the Tattletale Strangler says it?
Well, turns out he'll be dead by strangulation.
Okay. And then you'll be on trial. Oh, whoops. There it is again. Professor Means shows a lot of influence around here.
Hey, look, it's the true connection between the murder and the mock trial was me?
Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first?
Yeah, sure, I'll tell you anything. UWANT. Whoa, check out your badge!
What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome! If the plating ever starts to peel or it gets all bent up, let me fix it for you!
Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot about that. We already did it. About your confession today, why'd you do it?
Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong! I'd stop the trial by any means necessary.
Right, the end justifies the means. So
Okay,
you're a follower
Athena,
of
I guess
Professor
you're getting
Means too?
strangled.
Good luck strangling her. She'll suplex you before you get the chance.
Did you see what she did to that
No.
cop?
You know, you got a point there. Prof. Beans is a wonderful teacher, as was Prof. Court. I like them BOTH.
She brushed that one off like a pro.
But that's not justice. You run the risk of breaking the law. What's the law? I better quit school because of this case.
What? Why?
I want to be an artist, man! No, my parents forced me to decide to become a prosecutor!
But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash.
Because she's been with her own problems, too. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose so, but that doesn't make what she did right.
He says about what you were doing on the night of the murder. The bitching a statue. I was on the stage until the last bell. That's right. Oh, wait.
That's right, you made the statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you?
Yes, yes I did. Both of them. This is formality. Can you prove you were making the statues at the time? Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now? That's not what I meant.
Both Hugh and Robin were still at school after 7 p.m., but neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court?
No, it can't be.
Have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl?
Fucking hope not.
There better not be.
No worries there, it's just a matter of Puff Court some time ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I really was a girl. I'm glad you found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf. Wait, what? Why did she need to do that? Wow, they just really like you. I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school.
It really feels like there's a story here that there just wasn't time or interest in developing.
I have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes. That's what? That's why Athena, I must simply have this and this by any means necessary.
What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do.
Be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please, pretty please.
Stage costume related evidence taken in classic ends justifies the mean style. Oh, darn it.
Wait, did she steal them?
Why am I more stuck into the fucking classic ends justify the mean style? Why is there even why is okay? Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. Oh yes, the 1 in 1,000 situation where that doesn't end absolutely catastrophically.
Yeah. I feel like that guy who made the, Ace Attorney propaganda video would probably have something to say about this.
Finally, snitch found out.
Just realized Means is one of the least problematic people in this case.
The snitch? Sounds like a new lead. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. What?
There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. They're watching everything we do, our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of our professors. Why would anyone do that? Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. Rumor has it grades were being bought and sold through the surveillance network. That's bribery. The situation at Thea's legal academy is worse than I thought.
While all of this is important stuff, I still want to ask about that thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about, though. Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is?
Did not go through.
It didn't go through, no.
Whoa!
You're still breaking up.
That has to be one of Prof. Court's creations, man!
Professor Court's artistic sense?
Prof. Court's artistic sense... That's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and very... is
Eclectic.
that spelled right? Eclectic?
Yeah. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Quartz's works, wasn't it?
Statue in that photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice.
Lady Justice?
Well, court, I planned on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall. The day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow.
So, this is the statue in its proper state.
You bet! Just look at that! Wow, it's so cute! C-U-T-E!
I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this?
Athena. The Lady Justice you put together on that stage.
Oh, right. I didn't realize before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed. Maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. I don't think that's how that works. But what in the world was it doing on the stage?
Let me roundabout covers it. And how about you watch it in the mock trial video with me? What do you say?
Sure, sounds good to me. So how do you want to watch it?
All computer does at the school have their own built-in computer, you know? Because we're rich like that. Oh, this place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought. Now you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts.
This goes on for like 5 hours, so let's cut to me rocking a jetpack again. Wahoo!
Start with the professor's pre-trial speech. My fellow Americans.
Is this Professor Cord or Professor Means?
No, this is Means.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today.
I'd like to
that
thank our
sounds like
sponsors.
Professor Means. Now allow me to be clear. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly.
Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah, it's in a fixed position in front of the stage.
When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come.
How come teacher speeches always make me so sleepy? Skip to the end of the speech.
Now let the mock trial begin. Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot? And
Well,
why is she in
fooling a
front of the
girl.
camera the entire
Not
time?
cool. Fooling a girl. Not cool, Athena.
Athena is a girl, though. I think she has permission.
What's the reason you caught right in front of the camera? Jennifer was also in charge of the audio.
Even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself?
She had to do it to keep. She had to do it to keep the secret script details secrets. She was all over the place that day. She wasn't in the trial. She was in the audio control room thing with the music.
Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like.
Looks like there's a judge's bench back up by the screen and a witness stand up front. What about those balconies with the professor's name on them? Those are the faculty seats. Front means the professor Corwin in charge of scoring the mock trial. Okay, let's fast forward this a bit.
Never mind. And... oh, wait, no.
And that is definitely why the defendant is definitely guilty! Oh, that was me, could you tell?
Objection!
Idiotic.
A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. You read that line in the mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound kinda weird.
Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script. I think Juniper's gonna speak next.
I didn't do it. I'd suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it.
Oh, what an emotional performance. Put a real actress to shame.
Wait, could you go back and play that scene again?
You really think that's necessary?
I didn't do it. I'd suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Stop, did you hear that?
I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again, in case the player missed it the first time around.
Yes, hello. I was wondering if you could play that song again. Which one, man? The one that goes bee boo boo bop boo boo beep. No, man, you're thinking of the one that goes bee boo boo bop boo boo bop. Beep boo 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 bop. Beep, not beep boo boo beep. Bop. Beep boo boo bop.
I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about?
I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin the piece of evidence that links the line we just heard to the case. Testing is underway regarding signs of post-recording editing. The tape has about 10 minutes and 35 seconds of noise requiring further testing.
Take that!
That's it? I don't see the connection.
Oh, right. What was the connection again?
Maybe the connection was the friends I made along the way.
Shut the hell up!
I know, you know! Oh my god. I do? Wait, that's you.
I do? Really? That voice shouting, "You're a goner," has come up over and over again. Time to show Robin the piece of evidence that links the line we just heard to the case.
Take that!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you. "You're a goner!"
Voices of the performances on silver, but I can't believe this is happening.
It's just a possibility, but if the voice on this tape is really a recording, one made from the mock trial video, then that means this evidence was fabricated.
I think it's time to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. The real killer had foreseen that gender would become key in today's trial.
He would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So, basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect.
Again. No way! Rough means Kratos, the ends justify the means. It makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We're gonna get that tape analyzed as soon as possible.
Allow me to assist you with that. Prosecutor Gavin, at least make some kind of noise we know you're there, so we know you're there. It's go big or go home with rockstar entrances, Fraulein. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and I'll get you the results as soon as I can. I trust that would be all right. Very much so, thanks.
Well, Vina, it's almost sundown. It's about time we head over to the detention center.
I think Junie will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence, but will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known this was what I'd find. And that about covers the main gist of our investigation. I see. Very interesting. You've been quite the busy beaver today. Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's about up, and it'll be getting dark soon, so... Junie! You must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No, wait, you have to listen to me. I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery, and we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. So please, just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself seem less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Though if you're not a fly, well, you'd better watch out. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
Here I was gonna get a drink, then I hear the perceived sound. Wait, Athena! My bracelet reacted just now. I'm losing circulation to my arm as we speak.
It did, but why? Should we get you to a hospital?
No, this happens like once a case.
Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Oh, none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
Oh god, I think my hand's going numb. I'm sure of it. She's lying.
Gotcha!
Jennifer, you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. Like you said, I'm psychic. When you said "and never causes trouble," a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. So while you were stressed, it's because you were lying. Or maybe the fact that you're accusing your friend, but sure. Who really knows, right?
Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. I mean, who's to say it can't be both? I mean, surely she'd lie to protect her friend. A secret? About me? I don't understand. I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her... You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you?
Because I remember, we basically wished with this.
Yeah. And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please, stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's the snitch and Hugh's connection to the case.
This one I actually don't know. Oh wait,
What?
could it be the note we found in the banner?
Maybe? I don't know.
Take that!
I'm relieved to see you're coming around. You see, I wasn't trying to hide anything.
You see, my machinations lay undetected for years.
But wait, I don't think that was the right piece of evidence. Whatever you show me won't change the fact that I've already told you all I know.
Zoink Scoob.
Take that!
Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says, routine report. I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch would report into Professor Court. I also believe Professor Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must have put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense only if you're the snitch, Junie. Oh. Forgive me, Thena. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is, I suspected Hugh from the start. You did? Oh, this is surprising. I'm so sorry. I've talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend.
Yeah, but I don't think that kind of hearing that I don't have that kind of hearing that Athena does. I don't need to sense the pain that you're feeling inside. Its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friends. Am I right?
Apollo. Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that will be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role as class snitch? Professor Court had told me how Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice. The dark... Oh.
The dark age of the law! Huh?
She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that, but few others at the Academy shared her view. I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic. Oh, you're still here.
you were like me yesterday, I think. When at the start of today's stream. Oh, right, he's here.
She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about.
And that report session in our planner, the one from October 22nd, was a part of that?
Yes, that's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court. She snitched on her own friend? I'd accidentally overheard Hugh talking.
What did you hear?
He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents. What were they talking about? Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only overheard it talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. What?
That
It's
cheating
bribery.
scallion.
Hugh was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, then that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be about his secret.
But is this where the huge shot comes in?
We found this while we were investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now that I'm hearing about bribes...
It must mean that a bribe of 120 grand was to be paid in October.
Holy shit! What's more, take a look at this mark. The same mark is on the pages of Professor Court's planner.
Hey, you're right.
Wait, but why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? You don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Professor Quirrell. But... That is impossible! She'd be the last person I'd ever suspect of accepting bribes. Because I take them. Like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. And what started as a little argument soon got out of hand.
Not your fault, Junie. Anyone would have suspected you if they knew what you knew.
No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason?
God damn.
Yeah, he's been here the whole time, Tempty. I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, his... Oh, Athena... Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did.
Oh, this.
But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands... His hands were dripping with blood.
Gasp.
His hands were dripping with blood. What? But why? What am I going to do? Deep down, I know Hugh can't be the killer. But my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. Same vibe as the detention center guard means just in the corner as Junie's pouring her heart out to Athena and Apollo. Oh, what am I going to do? Hugh, he's... I can't take this anymore, Athena. So she hid the fact that she'd seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all of that in. But it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Means. My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I will be watching from the gallery. And shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you would excuse me. Athena, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I'd trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it.
Don't worry, bringing out the Constitution's key piece of evidence is a fake. Thanks to you, we figured out the motive too. Let's see if that's our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day that Juniper walks free.
I wouldn't have it any other way. We should be all ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? What could possibly go wrong? Still... There's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I'd better be imagining it. Alright, so that's the end of the part, but we do have some time left. Do you want to keep going?
I'm not sure.
What?
I feel like it'd be fine to end here since the next one's going to be a real long one.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, I wasn't saying we go all the way through. It's just that we, like, try and get it close to being half and half, but I understand.
I think if we wanted to get half and half, we'd be here till, like, another hour, hour and a half, probably.
Okay. Well, bit of a shorter episode this time, but, yes, Tempty, that's a Bubsy reference.
But yeah, that's the end of this. That's going to be the end of the gameplay for now. So, anyone want to,
Oh yeah, what'd you think of this investigation?
I enjoyed it personally. I thought, I know that, I know how the case actually ends, and obviously, you know, you could probably tell with how they're laying it on thick that, it's not quite, it's gonna go in a bit of a different direction, but, I don't know, I'm personally enjoying it. There's a bit of a, I don't know, it's something that, like seeing like seeing characters intentionally try to cover for each other in a case is a concept that hasn't really been done before, I feel. And I also enjoyed getting to see. I also like how Clavier had a not insufficient role. Like I sort of like Pearl. Like I know that the two of them seemingly don't have that much to do, possibly because they just don't get as much screen time, but they still have to do important stuff, you know.
Yeah,
What did you think of it?
I think it was all right.
Yeah, I'm certainly not obviously I don't think any amount of it's gonna take a lot to beat the freaking folding screen from from Monstrous Turnabout.
Why is this the tutorial?
The Themis trio is my favorite part of the case for sure. Yeah, they're pretty interesting. I do like them. They are pretty interesting, just in their dynamics with each other, I feel. I suppose there's only so much time that you can really get with them, but I imagine we'll get some more on them for the trial.
Who
Anyway,
knows?
if you have nothing else to say, Kraz or chat, we'll end it here. Any takers? Going around once, going around twice. Well,
Sold.
sold it your way. You got it for 500 big bucks, Barry. Anyway, we'll see you next Wednesday, and finally finish off this case. And hopefully that'll mean that we're much further. Hopefully that'll mean we're more than halfway through the game, which is going to be a great